All right. Yep, here we go. Guess I'm doing it. Wow, this really is... I'm more nervous than I thought it would be. How the hell do you guys do this all the time? All right. Scott Murphy here. You guys have been seeing my comments around for a while. And woke up this morning. Got told by several beings, most notably Michael and Yeshua and my higher self, that it was time to start talking to people because I had finally figured my shit out. Thanks, most absolutely fucking appreciatively, to Mr. Glitch. Yeah, buddy. You know it. Where is it? Where are we at? There we are. Yeah, my boy. Polly. Hey. You gotta give you a lot of credit, man. You gave me the last hit on the head. Exactly what I needed. You drove in the last nail. How the hell you want to put it? I got it now. And man, shit's gonna change, people. Because I'm over this shit. Okay? Rule number one. Oh, that's rule number one, I guess. I don't mean you. I don't mean anybody. I mean the whole fucking thing. The third dimension. Bye-bye. Woohoo. See ya. I'm over it. I'm done. We're moving on. I will carry the friggin' banner onto the open field if I have to. I don't give a shit at this point. Let's go. Let's go. Please. Not for me. I don't give a damn about me. Alright? That's why I've waited so damn long to do this. This ain't for me. It never was. Hasn't been since I was 12 years old. Alright? I can't do the pain anymore, people. I don't have any. I'm free. I'm perfectly... I don't care in the world. I am in the now. Every now. Perfectly balanced. Whole. Amazing. Perfect. Beautiful. Whatever. No guilt. No fault. No junk. No stupidity. Just me. Right here. Right now. Just doing this. Because I was finally friggin' told to. So. Where to begin? I don't know. I don't really know what to really start off with you guys, a lot of you. Or well, maybe not you guys, not my people, but people in general. I don't really know where this is gonna go. But I got a story to tell, and yeah. It was, it's been ruining me my whole life, and most notably since the beginning of my ascension last August, right after the Lion's Gate, which I didn't figure out until this year, because it's taken me months to even begin to learn any of this astrology stuff. Oy. When I asked for all knowledge, I really didn't know what the hell I was getting myself into. And it's still only a brief summary of basically everything, which is more obnoxious than probably knowing everything about something. Because, shit. So much. I mean, it's still, but this is a big fucking pond. That's all I'm saying. Anyway. Yeah, so Glitch's video yesterday about twin flames finally triggered the last blockage in me. Hi. Hello. Can I help you? Sorry, that's my daughter. Oh, you want to see? Hi. Who's that, you? This is Sophia Emily. I'll tell you about her, too. She's a big part of the story. Oh, hi, thing. Maybe something you can notice already. That she's attached to something. Anybody in the medical field may know what this is. But I'll get to that later. So, where the hell was I? Damn. Yeah, just, oh, hi. Twin flame video, right. Triggered to me that, so, when I first met my wife, I had just come out of the most, piece of chaotic relationship I ever had. It was only 3.5 weeks long. We broke up. Long story short, Whatever. Doesn't matter. Just a shadow. Boom. Bye. Not that you already weren't. I love you. Yeah. About 3.5 months later, I had joined, or during the period of 3.5 months, give or take, whatever it was. August. I joined the dating site OkCupid, and I had sent out messages to dozens of people, and I'd only really gotten responses from like 2 or 3 people. Only one of them even talked to me for a few messages, and then didn't want to be with somebody who was still living in his parents' basement. So that only lasted for about 8 to 10 messages, whatever it was. So let's say I'm sending out a few messages a day just to people I was actually mostly generally interested in, at least that I can begin to remember, and really not getting anything from anyone, really getting discouraged, really about to stop doing it. Probably was like, I'll give it like another 2 weeks and then I'm going to take a break because I'm just over this. I really have gotten nowhere and it's kind of stupid. Oh, blue. Message. Kristen House. Responds. Takes interest. Thinks I actually look cute, which had been like the, 4th woman ever in my life to tell me that. 5th? 6th? I don't know. Like half a dozen tops. Neither here nor there. And, we hit it off. Probably about a dozen messages in. She gives me a phone number. We make plans for a date. Yada yada. We meet up. The second we started messaging, I say the first time we Skyped. We Skyped probably, half a dozen times before we had our first date. I really just had this instant fucking... I've had a strong connection to Source my whole life. I've always kind of known that there's something a little different about me. Just because there's just this feeling I've had inside in moments of life-changing moments where, like, this thing wells up inside of me and, like, changes my thoughts. It makes me do something else. Something, like, super compassionate. That I was like, okay, I wanted to be kind of pissed about that, but... Okay, it does feel better, I guess. Now it's over and she's cool. We're cool, so... Guess it worked. Finally figured it out. Well, yeah, so no, I kind of, always noticed there was something different about me. Along with the whole connection to Source thing. So, yo, buddy. After the first time we Skyped, I really had this just deep, welling, just like knowing, just come right through, at the time, point always in my life, I would just consider it just through my heart. I don't know. I thought it happened to everybody. Just not. Or it hasn't seemed so anyway. But just welling of like, this is perfect. You're right on your path. Like, yep, this is exactly where God wants you. This is right, you're right there. Yeah, raised Christian. And really took to the whole, like, I never really took the whole idea of fate, but that there was a plan, and you would know it if you were on it. Which I kind of looked on at other people, and I'm like, don't you people realize you're clearly not on it if all this shit's happening to you? And, I don't know, everyone's been stung by a bee. Been bitten by a wasp, but never broken a bone. I don't know. Never been in an accident, never gotten a speeding ticket. It's not because I don't speed. I speed everywhere. I go 85 to work every day. Never gotten a speeding ticket. Ooh, knock on wood. Not. Don't believe in it. I'm a free being. Do what I want. Well, I've been pulled over. I don't know, 5, 6 times. Let me go. One time, I hit one time, a friggin' guy got me doing 47 to 35, changing lanes without signaling, yada yada. I was like, oh, you know what? You're just going home. Just try to do better out there. Like, okay. I was expecting a $300 ticket. Swag. Bye. Anyway, yada yada, something different, blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, connection to Source. Really felt, went on our first date. This is the key point. Came home, wrote this note to myself that said, my name is Scott G. Murphy, yada yada, and I know that I just had a date with something to the effect of, like, I just had a date with Kristen E. House, and I know I'm going to marry her. First date. Boom. Yep. Came home, signed it, wrote it, signed it, put it in the cover of my favorite book, which is Towers of Midnight, which is the 12th book of Wheel of Time. Most badass series ever if you haven't read it. It's amazing. Yeah, that one. And then, yeah, so I was really into the whole soulmate thing. That's the whole point I'm getting to. So I really had this feeling that I had found my soulmate. Been praying for her my whole life. Really into the whole praying thing. And, I don't care what it takes. I just want to find this person because, you know what? Everybody else seems to be freaking miserable. I don't want that. Screw it. Like, what am I going to do? Spent 2.5 years being absolutely crushed and miserable, and like a year and a half of like can't get out of bed till 4 p.m. and then going back to bed at like 10 because I was just like giving up on, I don't know. Like, I didn't want to die, but I didn't want to live. I don't know what, whatever you want to call that. Depression. But so broke out of that on the advice of, a very harsh friend who basically just told me to stop feeling sorry for myself, which turned out to be the best advice I've ever gotten in my life. Swag to her. She knows who she is. You guys do. Yeah, and anyway, continuing. Yada yada. Yep, so soulmate. And so, yep, ran with that whole thing. He just broke open in me last night. Twin flame, not soulmate. And the way he broke it down and explained it, really, like he said, no one's talking about this, and they really aren't. I don't know. I try not to bother with them because I've just always the concept has just never been a focus of mine. So I've probably only seen like a half a dozen, but every one of them I've never resonated with. He said all that, and I was like, dude, thank you, because that explains everything. It really does. So, continuing the story. First 2 years, absolutely amazing. I think it was 12, 13 months, 14 months in. We get engaged. A year later, we get married, a week before my birthday, which is 10/10, by the way. Just, cool little point. Speaking of which, somebody was supposed to be born on 11/11, but she was born 11 days late on 11/22. I don't know. I mean, I think I know something about numbers, so I think it means something. You guys can tell me. I think I know what it means, but, it's just cool. Hi. Hi. What's that? So, first 2 years, absolutely amazing. Get married. Plan was 2 or 3 years in, live in the apartment, try to look for a house, maybe get pregnant then, maybe stay in the apartment, maybe not, make decisions then. 4 months in, get pregnant. Hi, there I am. So in, I was going to remember the math on this, 39 months, we went from first date to engaged to married to baby. Which was not the plan, but it turned out to be amazing, at least in terms of, having a family. And then, this is where the twin flame part comes in. When he was talking about it being the most soul-crushing, insane, crazy experience you could ever imagine, because you have to face the craziest part of you right in front of you, stuck to you like glue, in bed with you every night. Well, that doesn't have to happen, but it certainly makes it friggin' crazier if you do, as he said. And it's amazing, it's reckless, it's wonderful, beautiful tornado of insanity that I'm going to remember forever, but has been so goddamn crazy that I won't, I don't know. Oof, if it's going to be this bad again, Well, actually, you know what? No, that's a lie, isn't it? It's all love. And I love her so damn much, especially now. Now that I know, hey, it's just me. It's not another aspect you were meant to be with. It's you telling you to figure your shit out. That's a damn big difference. And yeah, so it's 2 years. Yep, baby shows up. 3 years. 5 weeks. 5 weeks is all we got. Go to her 1 month appointment. Turns out we hadn't really noticed. We're first time parents. She was still yellow as a banana. Doctor took one look at her and just was pale. Immediately was like, this is not normal. This is not okay. And there was jaundice starting in her eyes. Yeah. I mean, that's just the way she looked. I mean, they have it when they're born, and we didn't notice. It didn't really go away. This was a Thursday. He calls. So we leave there. We go to do blood work. The hospital was next door to the clinic. It's actually rather convenient. Same parking lot. And we do blood work. He makes a call to a friend he went to in medical school who worked in the liver clinic at Boston Children's. Which, I don't know how many of you know, I don't know how many of you from around here, happens to just literally be the top children's medical facility anywhere in the world. So, the odds of living 50 miles from there is just a blessing that we've been so very thankful for. And hey, that was part of what we wrote for ourselves. So there it is. Boom. A dog. I know, it's a dog. Woo! Baby. A baby. I know, talking baby. There we go. High five. Yita, that's my plumpy. Yita, high five again. Yita, that's my plumpy. Yep. So so he comes in to open the liver clinic at the hospital, which is not normally open on Friday. They're normally closed and they have the day off. He came in especially to see us because he made the phone call. I go up there. He takes a look at her and he looks at the blood work and he looks at her and he looks at, he did x-rays and ultrasound. And he looks at us and he's like, well, we have good news and we have pretty bad news. Well, I guess we have to start with the good news. So we know what this is. Okay, he said, bad news is 60 to 70% of people who get this condition need a liver transplant before the age of 2 or they face mortality. So we froze in our tracks, as you can imagine. And our happy little bubble burst instantly. And it's been a journey since then. For 3 years now. Just about exactly. I mean, we went into the clinic on December 27th or whatever the hell it was. And then 5 months in, so what her condition was biliary atresia. There we go. Get it out. Biliary atresia, which is a rare birth defect where where are we here? Yeah, right side. I'm not a medical person. the bile ducts in the liver are damaged to where the bile doesn't flow into the intestines and it's backed up, cause jaundice. And so yeah, there's a preemptive surgery they tried, which is called a Kasai procedure, where they tear apart the damaged bile ducts and they try to connect the bigger bile ducts on the inside directly to the intestines, but it didn't. I think it was only one of like the 3 or 4 connections was successful, so it wasn't enough to really, or no, I think it was like 2 or 4, something like. Not enough of the connections were successful to make it a long-term effect, so she still needed the transplant. That took about 4 months of labs to figure out, weekly labs. And if you've ever tried to do labs with an infant, it's horrifying. Their veins are horrifically tiny. Most of them are smaller than a needle. There are very few they can use. They burst most of the time. And if you've ever tried to hold down an infant and stick them with needles, well, they like to scream until they puke. It's fun. It's fun to watch your child do that. Yeah. But hey, I digress. So 5 months later, as is often common with her condition, she was having a lot of reflux issues, to the point where she couldn't eat. I mean, she would just vomit. Just multiple times every day, almost every time she ate. Throughout the night, just wake up, vomit. For no reason. And so what they do is they put in. First we tried the NG tube, which is a nasal tube that goes in through the nose to the stomach and goes to a feeding bag. And that only lasted about a month because somebody ripped it out 6 times, including we were home for 36 hours, something like that, less than 2 days, I know that. Maybe like 40 hours. And she was sitting right here on the couch between the two of us, let out a big achoo, and the whole tube came flying out of her nose. Tape and all, right off her nose, which the doctors were very perplexed by because that had almost never happened in all the children they'd ever put these on, which were hundreds, if not more. So they were like, it's happened, but it's, and never so quickly, and then we proceeded to sneeze it out once more, rip it out twice, and it got stuck on something 2 other times and got pulled out, all within a month, all which included trips to hospitals. Luckily for me, at least, were done half by my sister because she was babysitting at the time. No blame to her, shit happens. So I got the mercy of missing out on those several-hour hospital visits. Just have the doctor come in for 10 minutes, pop a new tube in, and send you home. Because, of course, it's not a very big priority. Kid's not going to die just for not, having food for a few hours. Yes, sir. So then we put in the enteral feeding tube, which is a tube that goes directly into and through the stomach lining and then inflates a bubble to pull the lining up to the outside wall of the abdomen, sealing it so that, seepage doesn't happen. Except that it does, and we've had just hundreds of problems with the thing in the 2.5 years. We've replaced it multiple times, and it likes to pop out all the time and flood, which happened to me right before I made this. I was playing with her, and I had her standing on the counter, playing in the cabinets, and I looked down, and it popped open and leaked all over me. I'm like, oh, okay. So, video's going to have to wait a few minutes. Yes, sir. It's okay, though. We love you. Yes, we do. Because you're my beautiful one. Yes, sir. So it's been a ride. It's been a journey, and then the whole personal relationship with my wife, which has been a massive tornado. Just wrapped in unconditional love by force of sheer will. which, you know, now that I see in a new light, is amazing and beautiful and complete. And I'm so thankful for. And hey, how can I not love her forever? She's me. There we go. Kaboom. Broken. Done. Integrated. Loved.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's pretty awesome, actually. I mean, I thought I didn't have a care before. Now I'm just like, hey, I'm floating. What you got on me? Nothing. I'm free, bro. I'm free! Woo! Yeah! Can I kiss the monkey? Farewell. Salute with Robin Williams. Told you guys I was a freaking weirdo. Anyway, yeah. Getting back around to, you know, connection to source and twin flames and all that. It's also led me to another very cool thing that I've come to learn in the last 6 months or so that has been thrown in my face so many times that I cannot believe it anymore. And I was finally told to share with you guys. And it's weird even thinking about saying, but I'm going to do it anyway. I have been told by all of my guidance, higher self and oversoul, which I've just about fully integrated, I am fully incarnate, which, if you don't know, is a very, 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 very rare thing. In fact, in at least 2 Yeshua channelings that I've heard, he has said specifically that there are no more than 10 on the planet at this time. Which, of course, hey, look at that. 10-10. That's where that came in. He's going to believe I was the last one that came in. 2 years after the harmonic convergence. I've come to find out, by the way. Thank you, Cryon. Hi, tiny one. Yes, sir. But hey, another cool little numerology note. You know, I just turned 30 on 10/10. She just turned 3 on 11/22. And we started preschool. Yes, we did. But hey, if you want to know what a pretty amazing twin flame journey looks like, I don't know if you guys can see this. Check out my wedding pictures. Tell me that ain't love. I love my baby. Because I do. It's my girl. Because that's me. As a girl, which is weird. But it makes so much sense. Because I would be such a weird girl. I thought about that so many times. It makes so much sense. Anyway. Yeah. You know, beyond that, you know, I got, you know, you guys have seen from my comments, I kind of go off on these rants about just about anything we're talking about. Whether it's glitches videos, or braveries, or fascinating fairies, or Genevieve's, or Joanne's Divine Empowerment. Who else? Who else do I... My people. I know I'm missing somebody. I feel terrible about that. But, I don't know. It's my people, my family. I know we've come together for a reason. Absolutely. The guidance and the fun and just the beauty you guys are showing me. It's just amazing. And now that I see it in such a new light. Hi, what would you like? Uppa? Uppa. How do you ask? Please. Oh, okay. Ready? Wahoo! Oh, show me the back. Awesome. There he is. There's my one. What? What would you like? What? Oh, is your body tangled? Oh, okay. You in this stupid tube. Yeah, it's gonna be another couple of years, probably. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see what freaking happens next year. Yeah, if we get the tech, maybe they can fix this shit in, I don't know, weeks. Who knows? What? Or less. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Who the hell knows what's gonna happen? It's gonna be a crazy freaking ride. Hi. Okay, there we go. Upper what? Who's that? Who's that? Who's Mama? Theo. Oh, yes, that. Good job. What do you want? What would you like? Where's my thing? And yeah, I mean, so yeah, I can kind of answer questions on just about anything you guys want. I've really been guided to, I mean, the far corners of like just about everything so far, at least in what's in this realm of like 3D knowledge. I mean, I've really been guided to like the limits of the knowledge of like this whole sub-universe and what happened here and how it started and why it happened and why we're here and how pretty much the whole dream of separation happened and why. It's actually really crazy and expansive and amazing and beautiful, and it's a love story, which is just amazingly beautiful. And it's been so wonderful to learn. Appa. Okay. Oh, you can play. So. And yeah, so I guess I'll stop right there for about now. I mean, literally, just about, I mean, literally, whether it's stuff that's going on, shit like in politics, I know what's going on in like international politics. I know what's going on with the Galactics. I know what's going on with, I mean, there's, well, no, I'm not gonna, that's all I'm gonna say. I know. Just, I mean, shoot me a question. If I don't know, I'll tell you, but I hope I know. Spent, I don't know, I lost count of how many hours. 23 videos, 2,000, maybe. How many hours do you work in a year? You don't want to know. I mean, it's been about 1,500 videos. So. Some are 5 minutes, some are 6.5 hours, 6 hours. The Palladian message that explains everything. It does, though. I mean, it might not, not every part of it might fit the timeline, but the story sounds damn good to me. Check it out if you want. Hey, don't splash too hard. Yes, sir. Gentle. Here's my thing. Here's my kiss. Unicorns. I forget which one of you was saying something about unicorns the other day, but we love unicorns. What's on your shirt? Nene? Yes, sir. Love you.